Welcome to the Smugsy New Year's show. Get ready for some bold predictions about the soul of America. Dave Portnoy, the Kirk Minihane show, and yours truly. First, on January 6th, after the Electoral College formally meets in a joint session to count the official votes, President-elect Joe Biden and Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell are going to announce a deal, a breakthrough. They will pledge to block efforts by these ultra-woke special interest groups and communities who are trying to ban the little drummer boy from public spaces. Both sides of the aisle, the extremists, say that the little drummer boy, all of a sudden, after what, gazillion years, is discriminatory and offensive. The left extremists, they're going to demand, it has to be little drummer them. The white on the right, they're just as bad. They're going to want, it has to be big white drummer boy. The right-wing extremists, they're just as bad. So Biden's going to tweet, "Enough is enough, man. Stop this assault on American pronouns." And McConnell is going to say, "We'll call this the Epiphany Agreement for a reason. 3 wise men, very, very wise men, me, myself, and I, finally realized these people are nuts." So that's going to be the first common ground. These old windbags plow together. So next up, Dave Portnoy, just to show his detractors he can have it all and will have it all. The Barstool president and Wall Street tycoon is going to announce he will adopt triplets, orphaned infants from Appalachia in 2021. And Dave Portnoy will pledge to homeschool and breastfeed them using adaptive equipment from a new Barstool sponsor, which we'll do an ad read a little later in the show. You hear people say, you're starting to hear it more and more, like, maybe you just can't have a career at Barstool and a family. Well, maybe that's true. Maybe you can't, but guess who can? So Dave can and Dave will. How hard can it be? He's going to say, if it takes a village, I'll buy one. I predict that Erica Nardini, the CEO of Barstool, and of course all-American girl, and call her daddy superstar Alex Cooper, will pitch in like usual. They'll help Dave, breastfeed, and wouldn't you know it, vlogs of them breastfeeding Dave's babe go viral, and it'll be a sensation. Hashtag suckling with like Snapchats and TikToks. It's going to take the internet by storm. Kids need to learn early the value of money. That's a simple thing, and that's what Dave is going to say. He's going to say, "I'm not monetizing my kids, okay? I'm just showing them the dignity of work." So, dads, if you're in the market for mammary gland implants or new and improved strap-on breasts made from real cow's udder to feed your kids, go right now to breastfordads.com, LLC, and type in a promo code DaveScottMilk and get 10% off. breastfordads.com. Okay, so on to Podcast Jesus, Kirk Minihane. I predict Kirk Minihane is going to win being black in 21. I know, total plot twist. It turns out, while Kirk and Steve were in South Carolina for their real crime podcast, Kirk was pulled over by the police while driving. You might have seen the Periscope on Twitter that he posted. He's like, "Officer, I'm not even black." Well, wrong. Apparently now everybody who crosses into South Carolina is tested for blackness using nano infrared laser technology that's provided by the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. So Kirk was tested, and it turns out his genome was positive. He blew a 0.04% black, and that put him in the zone, so he was put in jail. So, but it changed everything, and it will change everything going into 2021. I mean, in 2021, the Kirk Minihane Show will be broadcast from the Slammer. And, Kirk is going to immediately attract a huge following. They're going to call themselves the Mini Gangs, and merch made by Mini Gangs will be a success. Kirk's legacy at Barstool will be merch kingpin, thanks to the Mini Gangs. So, it almost makes me tear up. It's just a sweet story, and it's a great thing to happen to a great guy. For Kirk to find meaning in his work, and tell the story of these people, and run an empire from behind bars. So that's a lot to look forward to for the Kirk Minihane Show and the fans. Now, on to a personal prediction. Humbly, I'm pleased to report that the Smugsy brand is going to be wildly successful in 2021. We're going to be rolling out the new Smugciggys brand. Smugciggys, sleek rolled cigarettes in 5 delicious flavors: sativa, indica, CBD, and old-fashioned tobacco, and raw hemp that's gluten-free and vegan. You have to chew the cigarettes for 1 hour before smoking. So, slender and elegant, Smugciggys will come in purple or orange packs lined with lavender or Old Spice scented wax paper and foil. What happened was, due to COVID, rolling papers, the favorite rolling papers of several Barstool Cougars, the fan club that I run, was blocked from Paris. So a light bulb went off, and I was like, hey, why don't we buy ourselves a paper mill? And so I did. We did. Smugsy brand business bought a mill in upstate Maine to manufacture these specialized rolling papers for the Smugciggys using locally sourced wood. And I just inked a deal with a co-op of growers of organic and humane cannabis, tobacco, and hemp. So there's going to be a guarantee: all natural, free-range cannabis, tobacco, and hemp, humane, cage, no antibiotics, the works. And the plan is to market these to the Cougars and friends of the Cougars, friends and family of the Cougars. This Barstool fan club, that's really the modern-day Audrey Hepburn's. It's a demographic that's discreet, sophisticated, I guess like me. So that's it for the show. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to the Smugsy Show. Follow me on Twitter at SmugsyGirl. Leave a comment, and have a happy new year. I'll see you next year. Take care.